You know, as many of you know, I work in a strip bar and I like to go when it's slow out in front and talk current events and politics with the doormen who are great guys. And there's a no smoking ordinance in bars where I live, and so customers have to go out front and smoke cigarettes when they want to smoke. You know, and most guys I meet in the strip bar are good guys, in spite of what people who are not familiar with that sort of world, in spite of what preconceived notions about them they might have in their head. Most guys in there are decent guys. There are guys that are in there to just to look at certain female body parts that have been made taboo by our society and objectify the women to a point. There are men that go in there that have certain kinks that they want catered to within the law. There are men that go in there that just want to drink and feel like part of the family. I like men like that. They're the guys that back up the doormen if there is a skirmish. They're the guys that you know if a girl gets drunk, a dancer gets drunk, and they need a ride home, this person can give them a ride home and they won't take advantage of them. The brothers of the club are what I call them. And there are the jerks. There are the jerks. Oh, yeah. But the jerks I find very easy to deal with. Yeah, the right look, the right phrase, confronting them with some part of themselves, usually puts them in their place. But I'll tell you what I can't stand, and I'll start with a little story. Last night I went outside to talk current events with the doorman, and there was a customer out there and his buddy, and the customer was talking boxing with the security guard, who I like a lot. And Manny Pacquiao's name came up, and I just had to grimace and say, I don't care for Manny Pacquiao. And they asked me some boxing question. I said, no, it doesn't have anything to do with boxing, because he's an elected official in the country he's from, and he said some not so friendly things about gays. And the customer that was having the conversation with the security guard said, well, what does your religion say? I said, I have no religion. I'm an atheist. I serve no man and no God. And then he proceeded to step to me very confidently and say, you want to debate? We'll debate. Let's go. And of course he did, pulled all the typical intellectual gymnastics Christians pull when they think they're debating you on the existence of God, but they're really just, dancing around with dancing around a lot of logical fallacies, calling him on it, staying calm. But what I can't stand in that place is people like that. The jerks I can deal with. The drunks I can deal with. They're easy to deal with. But how dare this Christian come to a place specifically made to cater to his lustfulness, a sin according to the book that he believes so strongly in, and stand out in front of it condemning homosexuality. That sense of entitlement, that hypocrisy, that is probably the thing that pisses me off the worst in those places. Usually, at least, the jerks are honest. And don't be fooled if you're a radical feminist or what have you. For every jerk male I've seen in the world, I've seen his female counterpart. And no, it's not because she was indoctrinated to be a jerk by patriarchy. People are people. And some of those people are jerks. And some of them are not. But I can't stand a fucking hypocrite. Don't come to my bar and denounce certain sins while ignoring your own. Your God defines the sin. And what, these people vest in themselves the authority to decide which sins are worse than others? How convenient that their own end up at the bottom of the list. Take that shit elsewhere.